We have our brand new Altergeist support, and we're going to take a look at what might actually become part of the Illusionist archetype. I'm big 30% of you that have not smashed the ever-living crap out of that subscribe button. Smash it so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. We have brand new Altergeist support for you here. This is the Altergeist Mao Wisp here. And, you know, this thing is actually kind of adorable for what they were going for here. I actually am a big fan of the bubbly-esque cyber archetype background here that they're trying to fill for this. So this is going to be a spellcaster tuner monster. This tuner is going to be very important for this. You only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. So if the card is added to your hand, except by drawing it, you can special summon it. So you can search for, you know, this off of standard Altergeist and then extend it on out. If this is normal or special summon, you target an Altergeist monster in your graveyard except for Mao Wisp and special summon in defense mode, but you cannot activate its effects this turn. Very, very important that they included this line, because if I could extend back something and use that monster's effect, that would be a little bit broken, honestly. I will give Konami a little bit of credit. They have definitely learned having to lock these particular effects up. Next up here, this is honestly the best Altergeist card that we could have hoped for, because this card's going to see a lot of play, and I mean a lot. So this is the Perninator. Okay, can't believe, sorry, my voice. A level 1 fire spellcaster type monster, you can 1-for-1 this out. So you can only use the second effects of this card's name and third effects once per turn. So this card can attack directly. Why do we care about that? When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can draw a card. Yes, that's right. The standard Altergeist hide behind said floodgate now has a draw engine in it. I don't know what they were thinking, but alright. This card is sent from the field to the graveyard. You can send one Altergeist card from your hand deck or face up on the field to the graveyard. Yes, this turns into essentially a Foolish Barrel. Any sort of dump aspect that you are going to need right here is going to allow you to combo on up and continue on with your extensions. It's pretty good in my personal opinion. Next up is Altergeist Admina. And yes, this is a Link 4 on a yo-yo. It's basically multi-faker on a yo-yo. Okay. So this is going to be level or Link 4 Dark Spellcaster with 3,000 attack, most generic Link monsters ever, and it's going to require strictly Altergeist cards to make this. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. So if this card is Link summoned, you can set an Altergeist trap directly from your deck. Doesn't have to be a continuous, doesn't have to be a normal. You get access to any Altergeist trap, period. Once while this face-up card is on the field, or once while face-up on the field, during the main phase quick effect, you can send one card you control to the graveyard, then target one effect monster your opponent controls, take control of it, and if you do, just treat it as an Altergeist monster. Good thing that they put a once on that, because that's good. And that's a quick effect during the main phase. Oh, man. If your opponent sets up anything that you're going to consider like a threat, you can just take it. Like, good. It just sends any other card. Okay. Then we have Altergeist Revitalization here. So this is going to be a normal trap card for Altergeist. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn, and only once that turn. You only use one of the first and second effects. Okay, good. So they do have to restrict this, because this send effect is really good. So you can target one Altergeist Link monster in your graveyard. Special summon. Yeah, that's right. That revives any of your monsters. Okay. You can banish this card from graveyard immediately after the effect resolves. You can normal summon an Altergeist monster. The second effect for a normal summon extension is pretty alright. I don't think that that's going to matter too much in hindsight, but it is something that you will be able to do with the deck. I mean, once again, you now have a trap card that you can set off of Adamina here that revives another Link monster, which is probably going to be your Hextia that you just stepped through anyway, so I don't see that as a particularly bad thing. Now, to commemorate the 25th anniversary, we're going to be getting an amazing card. This is going to remind you of 10,000 Dragon. This is the Magician of Bonds and Utility. It's going to be a level 8 light spellcaster monster. Alright, and then special summon effect monster, blah, blah, blah. 2,500 attack, 2,500 defense. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Oh boy, yeah, gotta love these commemoration cards. Must be special summoned from your hand by having 25 or more cards in your graveyard. Gains 2,500 attack and defense while your opponent has 25 or more cards in their graveyard. The only application I could ever see this for would be Grasslook Screener, or a massive go through my entire extra deck combo line. I think even if I go through my entire extra deck, I don't even think of an instance where I can hit 25 cards via a full combo for this, but this is actually wonderful for the 25th anniversary. It's not quite as cool as 10,000 Dragon in my personal opinion, but this is still going to be something. This is also going to be restricted only to the +1 pack in Japan, which is the box topper. Now, something I want to discuss here. We pulled up a little mini list of things here from the old video game that essentially are illusion monsters, or things that we would potentially consider to be monsters that could potentially receive an erratum to the choice here. Now, do keep in mind, I mean, Time Wizard would be a very interesting one. Illusionist Faceless Mage makes sense. Grass Clown, Dream Clown, the Necrolancer of Time, Big Eye, Fiend Reflection, Dimensional Warrior is kind of interesting. Mystical Sheep Gradius, the Grand Tiki Elder, Asura Priest, Acilio Hero, Invader from Another Dimension, Hellpoemer, Nudoria, Maiden of Moonlight, Dimensional Dragon, Mystical Sheep #1, Mirage, the good old Dark Eyes Illusionist, Jinkum Bakudan would make sense, Thousand Idol, Invitation of a Dark Sleep, Gazelle, Chimera, Wall, and the Man-Eating Treasure Chest. I don't know if we're going to see all of these get conversions, to be honest with you. I assume that it might just be a few of them. I don't know how far back they're going to go with a revision for a new type of monster, because the last time we had something like this happen, it was like Cyvers, and they didn't even really go back in time. And once again, here's a little bit of a showcase of of Pegasus's monsters. Do keep in mind that between a majority of these here, Illusionist Faceless Mage should be receiving, I believe is getting the actual change of type here. But the thing that I'm worried about here is, like, if we see like a Relinquished or like Thousand Eyes or Millennium Eyes, if any of these do become the new Illusionist type, there's not a lot of support really kind of working out there. And if they strip them of their former Spellcaster type, that's just going to be a lot of hassle and things you're going to have to explain to people as well. And I mean, majority of these just did get recent prints, so that we'd have to go through and re-update that. I'm not sure how well we're going to do that, or how far they'll do it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tries to be very sporadic in between the things that they choose to do with updates with this, so I take that with a grain of salt. I'm not exactly, once again, sure how far they're going to go back, but I think that the fact that they're even doing this is kind of cool overall. I like when they can actually kind of introduce new things. I just wish that they would tack on, hey, this card is also treated as, you know, this type of monster, and just maintain, you know, the same type that we've already got going on, and that would kind of make sense in my opinion. But that's what we're dealing with. So what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.